March 5th, 2022. Um, Today I like to read from a, one of our daily readings for a fellowship program called Narcotics Anonymous. Um, it's a really good reading, so bear with me. Um, let's get to it. So today, I would like to read from the book just for today, but I'm going to use the online version. So if anybody is curious, I will put a link. However, it's free to read daily readings, but every time you load up the page, it'll be the current one. So by the time I get this video up, it will not be there. It'll be the current one for the reading of the day. So get to the point. Today, which is this topic I like to talk about, is for March 5th, which is called From Rude Awakening to Spiritual Awakening. I'm not going to read the whole page, but what I want to do is I want to focus in on something that I'd like to enlighten on. It says here, now, just to let you know, we in this program, or the Fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous, or NA as in the acronym version, they always emphasize we, not I, even though you need to work on yourself. It's a self-help program. It is a program that's helped millions, and it's a program that I actually hold in dear, and it's a program that's kept me sober, it's kept me clean, and it's kept me away from drugs, alcohol, crime, and violence, and all kinds of other things. And to just sum it all up, but it says here, we've sometimes heard it said at our meetings that rude awakenings lead to spiritual awakenings. So rude awakenings, just to emphasize what is rude awakening in this program, and things are short. Is it's usually rude awakenings is when somebody calls you out on your crap, on your BS. Being a drug addict from back in the days, I was the biggest liar. I was a liar. Like, I would not see the truth in my own lies. I clouded every piece of information. When I rationalized everything to the point that I believed it, to the point that I thought it was exactly, it was real. It was, I wouldn't emphasize anything more than that. So in the daily reading, it does emphasize, or it does mention that when a sponsor, now in the program, in the recovery program, an individual or somebody that's in recovery, like say yourself or me, I have a sponsor. I would seek out that sponsor, and if I would say stuff to him, I would be sharing, what's going on in my life or my day. And if he believes that it's a lie, he would call me out. He would say, "No, you are lying." So yeah, is being called out on lies is like the rude awakening. Like, you're full of shit. That's the bottom line. Like, and we need that. And just to be clear, if we didn't have that, I would still be running rampant, and so would anybody else that would lie to their individuals. And that is what's going on with many people out there, is they still are lying to the point that they believe it. And and if they don't like being called out on their lies, or called out on their crap, or whatever BS, continue to not believe in what's going on. Now, hopefully for those individuals that are still out there, still experimenting on life's drugs, and thinking that they can get away with it, so be it. But at this point, you know what? I hope one day that you find recovery. And because I was one of those, I was so oblivious to the truth. I lied, and I believed that my lies were true. So until it came to the point where someone would call me out on my BS, and for me not being angry and to say, "Wow, you are right," it is a spiritual awakening, and they call that a spiritual awakening. But what it is it's an uplifting feeling. You don't need to worry about lying anymore, and I didn't, and neither should you. If you can cut past what someone is saying, whether it's a police officer, a judge, a teacher, or a sponsor, or a family member, even like your parents, spouse. I remember one of my daughters, she called me out on it, and you know, it's an amazing feeling to accept that I still have flaws. We are human. And, being addicts, and human and addicts, they coincide with each other. So I do think that that spiritual awakening is something that I've experienced many times over. And being in recovery, I do find myself in that cycle of wanting to lie or wanting to cover up or wanting to dismiss. And dismissing is a form of lying. Lying is a it's a very general thing about just not telling the truth. Yeah, so just basically, if somebody calls you out, sometimes they're doing it with extreme care, meaning that they care for you. And when it was done to me, it was when someone called me out on my lies and my BS, it's because they cared for me so much. So before you think, and if you're watching this video and this is something that you're not sure about, and somebody calls you out on that, instead of being angry with them, take a deep breath and understand that maybe they're caring about you, and that's important. In these programs like the fellowships of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous, those 12-step programs, is the reason being is that these are people that have gone through the same thing that you have, and if they call you out on that stuff, it's because they care. So anyways, if you get anything out of this video, I will be posting more videos, and if you like this video, and hopefully another couple weeks I'll have another one up. I'm going to, like I said in the video before, I was going to dedicate every couple weeks, I was going to post a video. Click subscribe if you want. At this point, if you want to leave if you have any questions or any comments, please be respectful, and at this point, you have yourself a great day, have yourself a clean 24, stay sober, and stay proud. Peace.